Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange Live. Tonight was going to be the show of the year. The classic clash between brains and brawn, the analyst versus the activist, the blogger versus whatever. But it's not gonna happen. Robert Alai, who's been in jail the last 3 days plus, was finally released this evening on a cash bail of about 300,000 shillings. And he called me not too long ago, saying that he's extremely tired after being up for 72 hours or so. So he's taking a break. It was gonna be a good show. It still will be, because the man who you love and loathe in equal measure, the man who's been consistent throughout the last 6 years in his defense of the cases against Kenya, is on the bench. And he's not even Kenyan. So one wonders, who does this man work for? Who is his paymaster? We'll find out in a short while. In the meantime, the last time he was on this show, he promised he would jump in the intercontinental swimming pool, fully clothed or otherwise, if the case against Uhuru Kenyatta was dismissed, withdrawn, thrown out. It's been withdrawn. We are here to see if he's a man of his word. We'll find out tonight. Stay tuned. In the meantime, his Twitter handle is @MatsangaDR. Mine is @KoinangeJeff. Please start tweeting and make sure that the man jumps in the pool at the end of the show, because he promised. Dr. David Matsanga?
Yes.
Good to see you.
The same to me.
Before we go to your success, and you've been gloating about this, and by the way, a good friend of mine called Mrs. Koinange insisted that I bring you on this show because you've been that consistent throughout the last 6 years.
Yes.
And I'm a fair man, so I'm bringing you on, but don't gloat too much, because you are right in the end, and we know that, okay? Don't gloat too much.
Yes.
Robert Alai, who was supposed to be here tonight,
Yes.
was arrested, or he was picked up.
Yes.
Because he revealed the president's personal cell phone number. Is that what he did?
Yes.
And he posted it online?
Yes, it was on for 6 hours until I interacted with Robert. I begged him to remove the numbers because it's a security breach.
Why is it a security breach? I mean, look, he put other numbers as well in there.
Today's terrorism goes with digital operations. If I release Kenyatta's number, GPS, we shall know where he is.
But listen.
So this was a number, 3 numbers hanged on the Facebook for over 6 hours.
Yeah, but there's something called True Caller, Matsanga.
Yes.
True Caller.
Yes.
You call, someone calls you.
Everybody knows that those numbers are, especially the number of Deputy President Ruto is the same number.
Yeah.
Of Jomo is the same number. The president number is the same.
Yeah.
So I begged Alai to remove the numbers.
Yeah.
We exchanged a few posts until he insulted me. I said, okay, fine. I leave it to you, but it would have been better if you brought down your post.
So was it wrong of him?
I think, according to, I don't know about Kenyan laws, but I think if you had been even in Britain, for you to publicize a personal number of the Prime Minister, which is a developed democracy of 800 years, I don't think they leave you alone.
Why do you need to go all the way to Britain? Why don't we go to your country?
Yes.
If you publish President Museveni's number.
Yeah, my country would be even different.
How different?
Because they don't take prisoners.
What do you mean? What would have happened?
Uganda does not take prisoners. Part of the problem why we have incursions upon incursion, you release people on bail, you give them to come and kill more people. You have to be serious, people. On a serious note.
And you don't think we're serious?
No.
Is that why
the law here gives a terrorist time to get bail?
Yeah.
The law in Uganda has 2 ways. Uganda has 2 courts. If you are caught with guns in Uganda, you go to court martial. There are civilian judges there.
Even a civilian with a gun?
Yes. Because in Uganda, it is only the LOC 5 LC2, and the security agents on Nyumba Kumi who are supposed to have guns. It's gazetted. Here, you have everybody having guns, and then you give them bail 5 million shillings within 2 hours. The same terrorists across Somalia, they have bailed him out. And he goes to Somalia, comes back to kill more people.
Okay, let's come back to Robert Alai. Was it wrong what he did?
It is up to the court. I don't usually discuss matters which are before the court, but I'm telling you my experience from Uganda, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Ethiopia. It is very difficult to get a SIM card in Ethiopia.
It's impossible.
Impossible, impossible. You can't. A SIM card of 50 shillings in Ethiopia, that's how terrorism is built. You see, we're looking at terrorism like the incursion coming from Somalia, people coming to kill. But terrorism begins with SIM card, money laundering. It is impossible in Ethiopia to change money outside your hotel. They check on the money. We must go beyond.
Don't you think that's extreme, Matsanga?
It's not extreme.
It is extreme.
Ethiopia covers 1,800 miles. Is there a bomb in Addis Ababa?
If there is, we never hear of it.
Excuse me.
We never hear of it because they don't broadcast it.
Because they have put laws.
Oh, come on. This is why this security bill, some people are afraid of this bill.
Look, let's not go to security because I'm not a senior analyst on security, but
really? You seem to call yourself an expert on security all of a sudden?
I want to tell you one thing. In Ethiopia, it is impossible for you. If you lose your phone within 2 hours, will be found. Because your photograph matches the phone, the SIM card, and the phone. Before you leave the airport, you will get your phone. In Kenya, it's impossible.
What are you trying to say?
Because you have not looked at the things that create terrorism. Part of what creates terrorism here is money laundering. People come and change money the way they want. SIM cards can be changed, got on fake identity cards, and he registers a SIM card. The terrorists killing people in Mandela were on telephones, their own cells. So how do they get them?
Corrupt.
So these are some of the things that we should look at, other than condemning the whole package. You must look, the whole East Africa, Tanzania, where I grew up. You are found quickly, very easily. They will actually report you to the chief before you even arrive in Arusha. They have a system in Tanzania.
So you think our freedoms are a little too much freedom?
Because you have put too much freedom. There is a lot of freedom that killed Rome. A lot of it. And that is very good for you in Kenya, but mark you have not put institutions that can go with that freedom.
So we're paying the price for it.
You will, if we don't do something now, we shall have ourselves to regret.
Would you rather have a Kenya or an Ethiopia if you were going to compare?
No, you have Ethiopia. Most of the neighbors have the rules. You don't walk in and walk out. You don't walk in Ethiopia and walk out. You don't go to Rwanda and walk out. You don't go, even in Zimbabwe, you can't just walk out. By the way, even in Zimbabwe, however bad it is, you are given a producer, you will appear in court. We used to have that system in Kenya, where you are stopped by a driver and they give you a producer to appear in court. Where has that system gone? Where has it gone? Yeah. We must look at the laws. You see too much freedom. Do you have people going to the post office to get money on Friday here? No. Do you have a class here? Where's the middle class?
We have M-Pesa.
You are talking of a constitution that was made by civil society.
No, we have M-Pesa.
You see, that is not, it's very bad even. Because if M-Pesa is regulated, you must regulate. You must know who is sending.
I'm sure they do know. They monitor.
That is very good. You have developed, you have gone to that level. But you must put rules that grow terrorism. Terrorism does not grow by people just picking guns coming. It is there. But it grows through money laundering. It grows through telephone. It grows through knowing your neighbor. You cannot sleep in Kampala or Tororo. That's how we found the president's car. It was found in Tororo because it was a new car passing by.
Oh, you mean the BMW that was found here?
Yes, they found it in Kampala.
But it made its way all the way across the border?
Yes. But in Kenya, it passed Bungoma because people, you see.
That's corruption, though. That's corruption.
You can
That's
call
corruption.
You see, Jeff, you can call it corruption. But also, human beings, ourselves as a society, people should learn how to watch on the neighbor.
Spying.
You don't spy. You need to know. In Kampala, before you do anything, even renting a house in Mbale, in Tororo, you must have a letter from LC1.
That's spying.
Who can write that I know this person who is coming to sleep here. He came from Nairobi and he's going to stay for 2 days.
That's not going to work. Eric Omuka, he says, Dr. Matsanga must jump in the pool if he is a true man. Let's finish the business first, then we weigh circumstances. You see, I've always told you that in life, you don't jump on the first lane, you jump on the last lane, then go and win later. Okay, but let's establish the fact that you can swim, right?
Yes. I grew up in a home which has a toilet, not a latrine, so I'm able to swim.
You said that with a straight face.
Oh, yes.
All right,
I know how to swim.
Let's come back to the fact that, okay, yes. Let's admit, for the last 6 years, you have been ridiculed, you have been called all kinds of names.
Yes.
People love you and loathe you in equal measure. 50% love you, 50% hate your guts.
No, 70% love me. The 30% are haters.
That's relative.
Which is normal in democracy.
Okay. And I remember the first time I interviewed you, and I was, very skeptical from the beginning.
Yes.
But I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And you were consistent, man.
Yes.
You were consistent.
Yes.
You always said that these cases were crap.
These are not the people who should have been charged. I'm saying this for the last time. I will not repeat.
No, you can repeat.
Yes. These are not the people. In international criminal law, it is not Uhuru Kenyatta. I can now speak proudly because that time I used to fear. I want to say it nicely
say
and
it.
let them hear.
Say it.
Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, Arap Sang, and the rest who have been discharged. These are wrong suspects. We took wrong people. If we say ICC was created for the highest, the guy, the mafia, the man, the last guy who sits in Sicily and says go and assassinate the guy in the corner in the left hand who wears glasses. You don't shoot the driver. That's international law. If there is any lawyer here who has studied better than me, let him challenge me. In international law, the highest person responsible for any crime is the leader of organization.
So they got the wrong guys.
So the Kenyan case, we went wrong. The leaders of the organization was not Uhuru Kenyatta. The leaders of the organization was not William Ruto. And get it correct. And by the way, some people here try to challenge me. They have forgotten Uganda was at the United Nations Security Council. The day Ocampo took the first documents in the Security Council. Mark, you who are watching, I know. But because Security Council, I can't interfere. I don't want to be like that guy, the Muzungu son. What is he called?
Which one?
The one who is seeking asylum in the...
Julius Assange. Julian Assange.
I am keeping quiet to avoid the Julius Assange.
You're keeping quiet?
Yes,
that's going to be a first in history.
I don't want to we know. This was a list concocted, faked, organized by NGOs, civil society down here, together with Kofi Annan, Ocampo, and the rest. We know. There are facts.
You're saying that now. Why didn't you say that before?
I have been saying that since 2008. Didn't I tell you that? I told you. And you told me I was a liar.
Yeah.
Am I a liar now?
No, you're not.
Yes.
That's why I'm eating a lot of humble pie.
Yeah, you better. Because you won't manage me in this one. I told you that I'll come back to this bench and tell you these cases were fake.
You also said you'll come back to this bench and you're going to jump in the pool.
I will at the end of the day, but let's finish basics first.
Okay. So the case withdrawn.
Yes.
Can it ever come back?
Look, and I want to give this advice for free. Because most of Kenyans, when they see you standing up for something, they think you are getting money.
But are you getting money?
No.
You're getting no money?
No. I have not even seen Uhuru Kenyatta. I've never seen him.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. Why are you jumping there right now? I didn't ask you.
See Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta in the ICC or IAU.
You've never met them?
No. Not that we have coffee. I do it for passion, Pan-Africanism. You see, you must educate. My children will be very happy even if I go home with nothing. But I've taught, this year has been a very good year for me, Jeff. Sanction is in Zimbabwe. They went, my uncle is free.
Your uncle?
Oh, yes.
Bob's your uncle?
I fought.
Bob's your uncle?
Yes, people rejected him. I refused. Including you, you know that? At a certain time when you are in CNN.
Don't go there.
But I'm not going there.
Don't go there.
You rejected him. I stuck with him. I won. Look at me. I won. This year has been very good for me.
Bashir?
I am, you know, behind
Bashir, the criminal?
He's gone. He's not. The Americans have to change their policy.
Why?
Darfur is peaceful. You want to disrupt the Darfur? The healing in Darfur. I worked with Mbeki on Darfur. Myself, Mbeki, Afako. We have been on planes behind the scenes. We have got Darfur peaceful. Do you want to disrupt it for issuing silly warrants where you have not even investigated?
Silly warrants?
They are silly.
When the Janjaweed was in there killing,
How
raping,
many Janjaweeds are there? He did not charge them. He released them.
Yeah, but he went for the top, like you say. No, go for the top.
He released the Janjaweed. You must also take the Jema who were on the opposite side. None of the commanders from the other side were taken. That's why I call them a sham investigation. Bemba, look,
Jean-Pierre.
Let's leave Kenya because some people think Matsanga has narrowed himself on Kenya. No. Bemba, I've stood for Bemba.
You?
Yes.
You? Another Bemba. Congolese criminal?
Yes, he's not a criminal. Why do you charge Bemba and you failed to judge the president of Central African Republic who invited Bemba? Why? Is that justice? Is that justice?
Okay, let's stick to Kenya.
Yes.
Okay?
Bring your question. I'm ready.
Can we do that after the break?
Anytime?
Can we take a break?
Yes.
Because it looks like you're really sweating.
I'm not. It is because of your lights. And you know, I eat so well.
I'm not sweating.
Yes, because you eat badly. I don't know what you eat. Because some of your things are either you popcorns or whatever. But me, I eat matoke, which is my...
Matoke?
Yes, tradition. It is brought from Uganda.
You eat matoke?
Oh, yes. That's why I'm healthy. Have you seen me in a hospital?
No, but I see you
God
sweating.
Has helped me.
I see you sweating.
That is very good. I've just come from a sauna.
Sauna?
Yes.
From the sauna to the pool?
To the pool. Now I will close down by cooling down. My dear brother.
Man,
oh, yes.
You're killing me, man.
Oh, yes.
You're killing me.
Oh, yes. Bring it today. Bring it. I came prepared for you.
At Matsanga DR.
Yes.
At Koinange Jeff. The hashtag is JKL. The tweets are coming in. Willie, thick and fast. I'm going to read some of them when we come back.
Yes.
Jeff Koinange live at the Intercontinental Hotel.
Yes.
Robert Alai, if you're watching, send a tweet, text, something. Anything.
You can even... I've reconciled. You see, I've forgiven. He's a younger man. You don't fight him.
He's a good guy. We need him.
Yes.
The country...
No.
We need people like him.
You need to teach him. He's a younger guy.
Did you get him arrested?
Me, I'm not a policeman in Kenya.
JKL will be back in a moment. You arrested him. You got him arrested, didn't you? You.
I think that is a very big lie. You know, this is why people kill Jesus.